there. How about now? Hey, Sharon. Hey, Zena. Sandra. You did, Sharon. Thank you. We will keep an eye out on at the PO box. When I get it, I will go live and open it. Hey, Thor. Good to see you. Hey, Wandering. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I know there's like a bunch of people on live tonight. Candace's Nightmares. Well, hello. Cool Gamer. Good to see you. You guys, I embarrassed the shit out of Mr. Cher, and to be honest, I'm even embarrassed now. But Julia, hey boo, hey AZ. I forgot I'm not gonna really keep the camera on tonight, but hey y'all, hey Sonia, hi guys. Because unless it's like a little bit darker, you can't really see like the girls walking by and all that. So we'll turn it on a little bit. Sunshine, hey boo. I was thinking about you yesterday. It was like I woke up at like 4. I didn't text you because I was hella early and I tried to go back to sleep. You guys, something I don't know why I haven't seen people. Hey, Outdoorsy. I don't know why I haven't seen more people talking about it, but there's like a suspected serial killer roaming. I think it's called Lady Bird Lake in Texas, Austin, Texas, I believe. Too scared to tag. Yeah. Zena, you okay? So I said like I just embarrassed the shit out of Mr. Cher, and now I'm actually very embarrassed because the neighbors, one of our neighbors, is for sure gonna think we are absolutely insane now. So that's embarrassing. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking out the window, and I'm just sitting here, and all of a sudden, this vehicle pulls up, and they're just sitting there, and they're looking out towards our house and everything. And I'm just like watching. And it's these two girls sitting out there, and then all of a sudden I see them put their camera up directly facing our house. And I'm like, I know they just took a picture of our house. What the fuck is happening? and, and Mr. Cher, aka Mark, aka Prairie Boy, was outside. So I said, can you go up to that car and ask them why did they just take a picture of our house? And they were taking a selfie and waiting for the neighbor boy to come out. And it was super embarrassing. They won't ask for sugar. No. No, it was awkward because it's got to be like they must have been like teenagers, but I couldn't really see like that well. I just saw two people in the car. I knew the driver was for sure a female. I didn't see who the passenger was, but she for sure held her phone on. But yeah, I mean, she took a picture, but it was a selfie. But it looked like they were taking a picture of our house. So I was like, what the fuck? And so he scared the shit out of them. He like knocked on the window and they didn't even want to roll the window down. They were freaking gonna have a heart attack. But yeah, so now we're both embarrassed. I think even my daughter is embarrassed of us now. Whoopsie. You finally caught alive. Hey, Sonia. We got 2 Sonias in here now. I know that's extra funny to you, Zena. And if KKB is listening. Yeah. At least he was close. Yeah, I guess that's not too weird for this town. They were like, we took a selfie. And he was like, oh, well, that makes more sense. He was all like, my wife said you took a picture of her house. Sorry. It's more funny. That's our job as parents. Yeah, that's true too. I was laughing about it with my daughter Courtney, and she was all like, yeah, I heard. She's like, bye, Mom. Like, thoroughly embarrassed with me. I probably deserve that. Wait, is that more embarrassing than when I went out to your Uber driver in Florida? You're laughing. Do I embarrass you guys ever? Or do you just expect the weirdness? They just expect it. In Florida, they wanted to go to the mall just like a couple miles away, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna Uber. And I'm like, Uber, no, you're not. And so they did, and I went out there and I brought my phone out there and I took screenshots of dude's car, and I told him, I said, you know, y'all got phones, and you know, what's your name? Made him tell me his name, and I took pictures of his car, and I said, you know, it's your job now to keep my daughter safe. So if they don't come back, I'm coming to you first, right? Like, you're the first place. And he was like, no, Mama Bear. Like, so I'm just like super embarrassing, I think. Whatever. It's what it is. She's in there laughing. Hey, Yanni. No, we haven't really started talking about anything right yet. Not yet. I do want to open the panel up because there's a few things I want to talk. I want to see where people are, where their thinking is right now. So Hunter's dad, Andrew, hopped on panel the night before last, which was unexpected. He apologized for being a jerk in the past and all that. It was unexpected, so we were talking. Also, he's been stressed out, so he had a few beers too. So you know, it wasn't like I don't think you guys missed anything that's like too important. I'm not sure. Hey, Canadian Cookie, that's up to you guys, but it's a good question. I did tell him to come back, and you know, where we can really discuss it. He says now that he's trying to go back and like think about how Summer lived. And I kind of got on him for how we worded things, because I'm just tired of everyone that surrounds her talking in past tense about her. It's frustrating. Hi, Larissa, stopping in to show some love and support. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Hey, Larissa, of course. Thank you for swinging by. You think Candace is guilty, huh? Mm-hmm. Hey, Tracy. Hey. Yeah. One thing that keeps coming up though is, how do you guys feel about the focus on Grandis? Do you think like she's kind of just somehow in my opinion, it seems like she's just been to the left the entire time. You think she's guilty too? Yeah. You understand where he's stressed. Yeah, he did say that the TBI still has Hunter's original phone. The Wells say they got theirs back within, 3 hours? But that's just what the Wells say, right? That's not from TBI's mouth. That's just what Don and Candace say, right? Hey, Patty, he's not honest in your opinion. He's not my cup of tea. He's been panel jumping lately. That's okay. Let him. Let him. He said TBI didn't talk to him or his brothers or any of those people. More focus on Grandis. Yeah, because what we keep coming back to as well is that there is something in common of Rose Bly and Summer Wells, and that is Grandis. Now, if you listen to Don and Candace, they were somewhere in between Utah and Tennessee or something like that. No, or Arkansas and wherever, right? They don't, I haven't heard them like actually pinpoint exactly where they were around that time, but they must have been questioned up and down in that. So I don't know. Hey, Nanas. Doing good. What's happening? Well, there's nothing really new happening, but we are getting closer and closer to 2 years and some are still missing. But yes, the commonality is that Grandis was in Wisconsin where Rose Bly disappeared, and she was at 110 Ben Hill Road when her granddaughter disappeared. Listening back, Chris McDonough reshared some clips from the interview he did at Allie's. 2 years is crazy. To think that it's been that long, and it doesn't honestly feel like it's been that long, but at the same time, it feels like it's been double that time. I know y'all feel that. But listening back to the interview with Allie and her grandma, I guess, and then the other one that worked with her, Leslie, is that her name? Was that her name? But listening to that interview he did, well, there's all kinds of shit wrong that you can point out in that interview. Like, why is Allie and Hunter even having a discussion when he gets dropped off that day if Summer's alive or not? Like, why is that even? He got home, he said she was alive. Like, why is he coming home, and why is that even a discussion if Summer's alive or not? I always wondered that. So that's weird to me. But yeah, they said the girl who worked with Allie, what's her name? Leslie, right? Hey, pork chop. Oh, now you made me hungry. I heard on a channel the kids weren't allowed to be around Grandis. That's true. Now, Rose Bly's husband's been on, not on this panel, but in the chat, and he's been on other channels in the chat, and he says that Grandis has not been allowed to see her grandchildren. For many years, this has been a thing. So, I don't know. And then you can't forget, I don't remember, we have to find this, but I know you guys will remember because you've been there since day one, that there was a time where even Grandis said she's not allowed to be seen when Candace was on video calls or whatever with the boys way back then in the beginning, that Grandis was actually not allowed contact with them. You remember that? She wasn't allowed to talk to them on the phone. Wonder why that is. Weird. Especially in that kind of time, you would think that they would want those boys to have as much family interaction as they could, maybe. But yeah, Grandis was not allowed contact with the boys after they were removed from Don and Candace's home. So that is telling also. We can't forget that. A lot of this stuff gets forgotten because then there's all this new shit. Oh, here they come, panel hopping again, spreading, you know, same shit, different pile, and then everyone's all, you know, we're steered looking this other directions, and then we forget. Well, hold on, and then we have to go back again. That's why we keep going back to the beginning. She wasn't supposed to be in the house with them, which is probably why she had the camper outside. So, I mean, there's that, right? So we have that. That Rose Bly's husband says that, and that also, by the way, I was trying to think, like, why would he go so quickly after Rose was missing for a couple months and get custody of those kids? That could be protection against Grandis too. He got custody of those kids, so Grandis couldn't get custody of those kids, probably. Right? So he's been in the chat saying Grandis then and now is not allowed contact with none of her grandchildren, is what we're told. Now we have that with her being in the place. Her daughter, Rose Bly, went missing not too far from Grandis's house, Candace Harrer's house. Just a couple miles, wasn't it? Like under 3 miles from her house. Am I wrong? Hold on. And she was there napping or whatever the hell she was doing in the camper when Summer got gone. We got Dawn when they're talking about Rose Bly telling Candace to shut up, your mom is watching. Which, thank you, I didn't quite get to that the other night when I was pulling that up. And so I do want to actually get there. I want to pull that back up again because he definitely says that. Sorry, I'm trying to get my earbuds.
But I wish they would come forward and
kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck and I've never heard of it until just recently.
That's weird too. Donkey was talking about this truck. The church put up posters about this truck. The church also, Robin Lane, crossed out the red truck. Robin Lane also bought a red truck. Then said, well, if it was the truck that's, suspected, don't you think someone would have painted it? Ha ha ha. Like all kinds of weird shit with this red truck that Candace is like, I don't know nothing about this red truck. Now that could either be a dig at Dawn, like this motherfucker's a liar, like I'm dropping hints here, or it could be to cover her own ass too, I guess. This case, man. Shit.
Welcome back to Prime.
Went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone. I don't go on walks around here or...
Hi, Anita. Hi, Priestess. Could it be that Grandis was doing something to Candace and her sisters, if you know what I mean, and their father found out? So, like, I've had thoughts of, is Grandis like a... I don't want to call her a pimp, but if you think of the trafficking world, I don't know what you would want to call her. A breeder, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. All kinds of things run through this crazy mind. You don't know this case? You should look into it. Summer Wells. Missing June 15th, 2021, about 6:30 p.m. from her yard, to which her mother was apparently right there, and her brothers and her grandma. Just someone poof decided to take her one day off a very steep hill right under her mom's nose while they were planting flowers. A handler. Mm-hmm. Yeah, do it, pork chop. There's all kinds of twists and turns. Let me tell you, it is crazy. And she is still missing today. And I don't feel we are any closer today to getting truth on what's been going on or where she's at, where she's been. But I've definitely thought that, Yanni. I've had that.
Runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here. Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Just go to the FBI, the police, and clear it up. I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that.
Hey, Miranda. Yes, everybody is a suspect, pork chop. Everybody. Mom, dad, the neighbors, everybody. And everyone that surrounds them are all pedos, including the sheriff on the case, Ronnie Lawson. His son is now locked up for pedophilia charges. So it is very, it's hard not to go what they would call conspiracy theory with this case, but there's just so much wrong in it that it's like somebody higher up has to be helping these dumb motherfuckers get away with this. Sorry, but this is like unsugarcoated, right? In the title thing, that's exactly how I feel. Hi, Ace. They don't even act upset. No, Tracy. And so I got up close and personal, pork chop. I was literally on the phone with the parents, Don Wells here and Candace, but mostly Don Wells. Don Wells took a liking to me. Wouldn't y'all think? Say, hey, Sherry. For about 11 months before he went to jail for drinking and driving while live streaming like an idiot. Hey, you mean girl. And we talked a couple times since he's been out, but yeah, he's just, it's just too much productions. There's nothing. I'd like, no, but everybody is suspect, especially Don and Candace. But it is also my opinion that bringing out the stepsisters, how was done, and I'm sorry, I'm not saying what happened is okay. I'm just saying that I don't think the timing, in a way, I guess I can understand why people think the timing was right, but I wish it was like reported, but not all over the internet, because I do think that at that time, it in my opinion, really did help steer very much so away from Summer and more made it the Don Wells show, in my opinion. But again, I also can see the other side where people are like, okay, this is important because, well, what the hell were they doing to Summer? But until we just can't be like, well, what if? I mean, that's not really fair either, right? Maybe Candace wanted to become a handler. Also, remember Dawn and said Candace didn't want Summer and Candace was going to keep her, and Dawn said no. Or is that just a rumor? That has been very much from the beginning said. Yeah, and I can believe that, but they've even kind of confirmed that. I don't remember when or where because they've been everywhere. But yes, I think they've actually confirmed that before. And Don really wanted a little girl. He wanted another daughter because he does have a daughter who's a grown woman now. But yeah, he when he found out it was a little girl, he wanted to keep her because that was like his hopes and dreams. Right?
I've never seen this truck, and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. And if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen. She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to shave her head
She tried
in
to
the
shave her
back
head
and make
herself.
it. I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control. So we decided to shave her head off and let it grow back long, and she shaved her head to so she wouldn't feel bad, and
Sure.
but it didn't bother her at this point. Well, I knew right away that
Wait,
she was
what?
abducted. You know, I knew that right away, and that's what I told them from the beginning. But they have to go through their, I forget the word.
Why is he not looking dead ass in the camera right now if that's his honest to God belief? Right? Someone came up here and abducted her. I just know it in my heart. Why is he not locking eyes with this camera right now and begging for his daughter's return then if that's what he honestly thought? Like, always wondered. Because this man could never plead for his daughter. Y'all remember how many times multiple of us creators have had him on begging for him to make a plea for his daughter. And we've always had to help nudge him. And stop talking about the church, Don. We want to talk to the people who have your daughter. We don't give a shit about, your doomsday cult bullshit and the end of the world and the prophecies of Ellen White and all this bullshit, who was wrong, by the way. And the prophecy was rewritten after she died by, was it her husband? And then her brother-in-law, or her brother-in-law and then her husband, or both the brother-in-law and the husband, whatever. But it was rewritten after she died because her prophecy did not come true. So they had to quick rewrite it to fix it. And that is why I don't call it a real religion. That is a cult, my friend. You are in a cult. When you are more concerned about talking about this cult and planning $1 million confessions, and then, I'm going to plan $1 million confession about my missing daughter, Summer. Never said what that confession was about. Just he wanted to plan $1 million confession on pay-per-view. Right? Remember? Very early on. This is in July. She went missing June 15th, 2021. And by mid-July, he's planning $1 million confessions. Okay? And then, when it's time to get to the confession, I'm going to confess about the Seventh-day Adventist and how much I love my church. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I have to do one step at a time, I guess, but I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else, and I feel for them. But I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way. Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that, out of love, trying to get information and trying to get her found.
Do you remember in the beginning that Don said something about the church people moving to 110? Yes, Sonia. Yes, there's been conversations. Absolutely, he has discussed about the church basically wanting to make his property like a commune type thing. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, it's been talked about for sure that they wanted to fix up some of the sheds there and stuff. Yeah, it's been talked about, renting places or letting church people stay there and stuff like that. Yeah. I remember that. Have you seen how many kids have disappeared in VA in the past 5 or 6 days alone? It's crazy. No, Squid, I have not. No, I've been actually looking at all of the I've been looking at what's going on in Austin, Texas at Lady Bird Lake. Looks like there may be a serial killer on the loose around there. So I've been kind of keeping my eye on that. She turns white as a ghost for a reason, yeah.
We thank them from the bottom of our
That
hearts.
means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And she's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back.
She's an awesome young lady. That's there where, again, he's like distancing himself. That's your little 5-year-old daughter, dude. Don, that's your 5-year-old daughter that's missing. Not an awesome little lady. And remember, he's like very aware that he speaks past tense. He says, they have been really getting on me about speaking in the past tense on Summer.
Yeah, there's always going to be haters, and it's always going to be that way in this world. And we just want to focus on the good friends and Christian people that are trying to help us and praying for us and praying for Summer. And we thank them from the bottom of our hearts. And that's the kind of people we try to relate with and socialize with.
And I don't, for nothing, know why sometimes, hey, Red Milla, I do not, it sounds lustful. Yeah, there's that too. I don't know why sometimes, though, I really do think like he believes what he's saying. Like sometimes he really does seems like I'm just telling y'all what I've been told. You know what I mean? Like, but then no, because I remember what he helps do. And how he thinks it's hilarious to just muddy the waters on the internet. What I don't like. Who does that? It's just very weird to me. That's not normal. Would y'all want to be playing these games if it was your daughter missing? Would you want to be doing that? Because I haven't seen Brandy Neal doing that shit. Do you think they sold her? Very big possibility.
So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and
did he just say his neighbors are not good? We don't hardly know any of our neighbors because we just try to be around good people. Are you saying your neighbors aren't good people?
And socialize with. So we don't know anything about, no red truck, or we hardly know many of our neighbors. I mean, because we just try to be around good people. I mean, and we do have good people in this area. We found.
What do you make of that? What is he saying? Are there moonshiner neighbors? It's a perfect spot for some moonshine. Maybe that's what Don was like short of. Lies. My son went missing for 10 minutes when he was little and I lost my mind. Yeah, Sonia. The last time I was in Florida, all of the kids and we went to Disney, right? And my son Seth, at the time he had he was a little bit younger, right? So I started him off with like this watch that he could have just like me and his dad and his grandpa and his sisters programmed on the watch to talk to, and also had a GPS tracker on it. And yeah, it was like a minute. It seems like a lot longer, but for a minute, like we couldn't see him, he couldn't see us, and yeah, it was pure chaos instantly. Like my heart is just like beating so fast. Like it's instant fear and panic. So And this is something I don't feel I've ever seen on these people. None of them. None of them.
And out since this has all happened, we got some real good neighbors and
Yeah,
good
it's a
folks
perfect spot
everywhere.
for the moonshining for sure.
But,
The most important thing is to bring Summer home.
Is it, Candace?
Safe.
But when your husband got locked up, you couldn't wait to get to hotel rooms and try and bang male creators trying to help bring your daughter back home, right? I mean, that was what you were more worried about, right? Fucking Benny. Unsugarcoated, right? First thing, you couldn't wait. Then you moved your way on to little leprechaun Ernie show. Remember that? Right? That's what Candace was concerned about. Instead of her daughter, who's missing while she's swimming around and drinking and partying it up with YouTubers because she wants to be YouTube famous. Remember, she was trying to be TikTok and social famous as she was posting poor Summer, who's now missing, dancing around for sale barrels. Mm-hmm. Yanni, Candace Nightmares. Okay, read your comments. Okay, hold up. Let me go back. Check out human trafficking and Shell Oil Company based in Texas. Listen, I already fucked with Texas at one point, and shit got real weird, okay? I had priests threatening to kill me. So, and it was a Texas oil high profile case. I was, well, for a couple years, almost 3 years, or maybe just over 3 years, power of attorney for what was a high profile case back in, I think, 94 or 96. It's been so long now. And I had to swerve away from that. So a few of us on the case, yeah, we had to swerve away from that during the George Floyd days. She wanted me to blame her killing. I guess I'll say allegedly, but she's convicted and still in prison today in Texas for it. But yeah, she wanted me to blame the gardener who was African American, and she come out with this shit, no joke, like the day George Floyd was murdered. Okay, in my opinion, George Floyd was murdered. I don't care how you want to look at the situation, what his past was. I believe that man was murdered that day. So, in my opinion, and I lived there, I was there for that. Okay, in Minnesota for that. Times got very, very scary, and I can honestly say I was afraid to be a white person at that time because they were actually threatening to come to our neck of the woods to, in what was being said, to rape white women and take their children and get revenge and shit like that. It got scary, okay? Minneapolis and St. Paul is no joke. So it got really scary. And then you got all the my part of towns, all the rednecks and country folk are like, oh, honestly, we were ready for war, and it got really scary. And I'm like, this bitch wants me to go blame a black man now for killing her husband. Like, this is not happening. So I had to get the fuck away from that. But a lot of her manipulation, Rhonda, and what I see, I know people don't like to compare cases. Like Doug's like, that's not compare cases. You can't do that. I like to compare cases and people and suspects because that's something I like to do. Candace, I thought some of it was possible. I got to go back to Candace Nightmares. Your name is hilarious, by the way. Human trafficking, Shell Oil. Okay, so before that, you said maybe look into Shell Oil Company and human trafficking, then look up Jody Sue Brown. She is listed as president of Shell Oil Company. I think I've seen that actually said before. Yeah, no brainer. For sure. I'm going to pull something up for you in a minute. I want to hear where he shushes her because her mom is listening.
I'm sorry that you feel this way about us, but we love our children with everything we have. We've never went without, thanks to Summer's daddy and my husband. He's always provided for us and has worked as much as he could and can and still is. And I'm sorry that you guys feel that way, but that's my baby, and nobody would ever treat her like that as long as I was around, ever.
Again, her singlet is inside out. Yeah, this is true. Treat her like what when you were around? So, what was Summer being treated like? And she's saying she wasn't around. Like, what's fuck?
She loves to dance.
Yeah, the people got Don fired, which in my opinion is wrong because we don't know. He could have lost his job when he gets arrested for whatever happened this summer. If he does get arrested, whatever. In my opinion, allegedly, all that bullshit. Right. So if he wasn't around, I don't know. Treat Summer like what when you were around? It sounds like she's saying she wasn't around. So Summer got treated some type of way. That's what.
She would always want me. She says, "Daddy, hold my hand so I can twirl," and she would just like to twirl.
Right. There's been more passion about losing a button on your sweater than he's showing for his missing daughter. Right.
Twirl and twirl and twirl till my arm got tired. But I put out there that one of Summer's favorite songs was Godzilla, and they say, and they're jumping all over me about past tense was, well, I'm sorry about that. It's just.
She also liked the song by New Breed. It was called House, My House. She sung that a lot of times when I play it on the TV.
Oops, sorry.
She loved to dance.
She liked to think of herself as a princess, and and all that, like all young girls do.
Like all young girls do.
No.
She loved Frozen. She loved to be that Elsa. And
do you guys think that she's ever watched Frozen a day in her life? Let's be honest. Somebody say Frozen, say Elsa. Right, Charlie? Right? Because I'm not believing she's watched Frozen a day in her fucking life, which is actually sad because she had a 5-year-old daughter. I mean, I don't buy it.
I think she really loved to be in church because she felt a lot of love there, and I think you can't explain what that love is, but you feel it and you know it, when you're young, and she felt that there, and she loved everybody in that church, or she loves everybody in that church. I should rephrase that because they'll tear that apart as past tense, and I apologize again for that. I hope she gets to come home, and I hope she gets to be with our church family again.
Our best friend in that church was Robin. She loved her to death.
Yeah.
Loved her to death. Her best friend was Robin. She loved her to death. Dawn, speaking past tense too. She loved that church. Oh, I know, people are getting on me about past tense. Well, they're both talking past tense. She doesn't still love Robin. Robin's still not her favorite or her best friend or whatever she just said. I mean,
she looked up to women that were
right, Deb. That church, she went looking for Robin. That was her favorite person.
That was her favorite person. That was her favorite person.
That was professional. That
was pretty. Yeah, beautiful.
She looked up to those kind of women.
It's all past tense.
She, they were the word I'm looking for.
Right, outdoorsy. They don't.
Can't think of it, but she looked up to them. she'd give them a run for their money every day. She'd give them a run for their money. And there was times, you know, we'd be, you know, at our boys like, don't do this and don't do that. And next thing you know, the stick would come up and just whop them, you know, and it'd be like, Summer, don't do that. You
Summer
know?
was the boss of the family.
She's typical girl.
When they get on the line,
Done. Typical girl. Like, dude. His daughter's missing. He's over here trying to be a smartass. A sexist smartass. Typical girl. This interview sounds made up. Yeah, like they're forgetting parts of their lines and shit. Cena. Thanks, boo. I haven't done a members live for a while, but I will plan one. I should plan one about this Austin serial killer. That is so interesting. Nothing makes sense, they are saying. No. No, it doesn't. And not tonight. But I tell you guys, again, if you don't like comparing cases, that's okay. But if you are like me and you like to compare people in different cases, I've been listening to Lori Daybell calls and Kobe calls and all that. And the way Lori talks and listening to Dawn again and the way Dawn talks. And I'm like, holy shit. Like different kind of religions, but same kind of outlooks of both cults that Lori and Dawn, in my opinion, are affiliated with. And it's just interesting how alike these two talk and the manipulation. It's like very scary. I mean, Letitia's too stupid. You see that bitch like flipping the bird to the judge and the attorneys in court about Bannon. She's just, that's a whole nother one right there. Hey, Charm. Thank you, Zena. That was very sweet to give that. Who got that membership? Oh, Canadian Cookie. Good. Not one of my haters. Yay. No tears. I do see some tears in Candace. I do. And I see someone say she's like stoned. I do think that it's common for people to get medicated after a traumatic experience. Yeah, I think I mean, I definitely think that she's medicated right now. And if she's innocent, then I can't blame her. If she's not, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. That Letitia is a piece of work. Yeah, right. That one should be. That one.
She'd put them in line.
She'd do her best.
She'd love to play in the mud and the water and swing on her swing and enjoy dirt.
When I run the lawnmower,
loved to do all those things and enjoyed dirt. So she's not enjoying dirt or running in water anymore. That's for sure. Because she's saying it in past tense, like Summer won't do that again.
Or around, she would run behind.
Hey, Creek Squad. Yo.
Behind me.
Hi, BB. BB Diamond. Hi, Mystery Sky. I'm not a member or anything, but I've been listening to you every day. That's okay. You don't have to be a member. Just listening and hanging out. That's perfect. Thank you for that.
When the boys run their bikes around, she, as fast as that little bike could go, she would be behind them running.
Hey, Erica. Good to see you, boo.
And keeping up with them, no problem. You know, she loved to run. She just loved to run. And she could pull herself up on that swing, her full body weight with her two hands. And she could do that. None of the other boys can do that, but she can.
Was she in school yet?
No, she's going this year.
This was supposed to be her first year.
She's been, we did all the, what?
I took care of everything. I had her already taken all of her shots and registered in the school ready for this year.
I just never expected.
I didn't see you getting timed out, but I did see you comment. Why were you timed out? I'm not sure. Summer could, but the boys couldn't. Yeah.
For anyone to get a hold of my heart like she has, because I try to guard my heart as much as I can, but she holds my heart in her little hands.
He has another daughter, by the way, who's a grown woman. So the way he talks like Summer is his prized daughter or only daughter is weird to me as well, because he had 2 other kids before the kids he had with Candace, right? And he had 4 total with Candace that we know of. Good night, Anita.
And I love her with all my heart. I'd do anything to have her back.
Your little girl.
If there's any way, if you can find it in your heart to please release her somehow. I don't know how you might do that. I mean, 'cause you're probably scared of going to prison for the rest of
Hey, Aaron.
your life and everything else, I'm sure. But please find it in your heart, have mercy, and find a way of letting her go, and where we can get her back. And just please have mercy on her, and and us, and her brothers. And she's such a loving, good spirit. Please don't hurt her. Please.
This is so, like, even watching it back right now, this is just so, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you serious? I'm sorry. Is anybody watching this right now and feeling like this is real life? Like, this ain't just a fucking act right now? Oh, if anyone has her, just, please. Please, I know you don't want to go to prison or nothing, but I don't know. Could we get our daughter back or some? Like, it's just like you don't give a fuck. Neither one of them do.
Let her come home.
So fake.
My biggest fear is, her being tormented, or
if someone's off to the side, probably Robin or Tim, holding a sign. Now try to cry. Like, look sad now. Yeah, it is very cringe. It is weird.
locked in a dungeon or basement or something. 'Cause she loved to be outside all the time.
Whoa. Yeah, okay, hold on. We're not going to ignore the fact that he used her as being in present, right? And then actually corrected himself to past tense. He said she loved. He corrected himself to past tense. That's weird, right? Or I'm just crazy. Cher's just a nut job. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just pothead.
Or being tormented or locked in a dungeon or basement or something, because she loved to be outside all the time.
Say what? What was that? Who does that? You said she loves and then corrected to she loved, which I know we've pointed that out before, but it's been a while. And here we are hearing it again. Definitely said that. And we heard that. We heard that because he said that. And he definitely did that. Where's Benny? We gotta wrap. Who does that? Who says that? Right. Let's rewind it one more time. Not to be annoying, but that definitely happened. And I think that's something.
She's such a loving, good spirit. Please, where we can get her back. And just please have mercy on her, and and us, and her brothers. And she's such a loving, good spirit. Please don't hurt her. Please let her come home. My biggest fear is, her being tormented or locked in a dungeon or basement or something, because she loved to be outside all the time.
Yeah, he did that.
Was her.
She loved.
Unfortunately, her downfall. Because a lot of times the boys would be inside and we'd be like, "Where's Summer? Why'd you leave her out there alone?" go get Summer now, and that's happened over and over again. And we'd come out and she would always be close by, but we was always coming up. She had to be outside. She was an outdoor person. And
Yes,
she
high
don't-
Love to be
priestess.
outside.
and I'm so afraid that she's locked away. She's such a loving heart and everything, and I'm afraid that she won't be able to, I'm locked away where she can't be outside or play with a puppy or anything, love nature, and it's
Play with the puppy or anything. He didn't say puppies because they have puppies, right? Multiple dogs, like I don't know, several dogs, right? And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Tim Mullen left a note about having his eye on one of them puppies. Did he take a puppy and take Summer? Like, I don't know, to lure Summer, right? Because he's the one who talks about, oh, it's easy to lure little girls with puppies and horses and butterflies or whatever the hell he says. Right? I mean, that definitely happened. Crazy train over here, I know, but that definitely was said. Did he take a puppy to make Summer want to go? I don't know. He's such a weirdo.
that's
Thank you, Sonia. That's
my
cute.
greatest fear, that she's not able to do any of
Enjoy the
these things
beautiful
anymore,
outdoors.
or that she can possibly, I don't want to think she's dead, but it's a possibility. I don't want to address all the negativity. I just want to focus on the positive,
And find her
because
daughter.
it's so easy to get, lost in that negativity and stuff, and it's just not worth it. So I'm just, I appreciate y'all, the good things you say, and your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
Right there. Your mom is watching. Watch it.
So I'm just, I appreciate y'all, the good things you say, and your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee. I don't know all of.
I appreciate y'all, the good things you say, and your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
Appreciate y'all, the good things you say, and your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
And your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
So, what the fuck does that mean? Huh? Right, the look Candace gave. Don mumbling to Candace. He says, your mom is watching. Your mom is watching. Watch it.
Say, and your prayers. That's awesome.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
Your mom is watching. May want to watch it.
All of what
Your mom is
happened,
watching.
When my sister came missing, I was in between Arkansas and Tennessee.
Your mom is watching. Might want to watch it.
I don't know all of what happened or what did happen.
Now again, Grandis was there when her daughter went missing, who is also the aunt to Summer, Candace's sister, right? Summer's aunt. Both go missing without a trace. In Wisconsin for Rose Marie Bly, where Grandis was. I believe her car again was less than 3 miles or about 3 miles found from Grandis's house, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can verify that. I know that. We'll have to go back through that, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty damn close on that. So pretty telling. She's not allowed, around her grandkids, according to Rose's husband, who's been in our chat and multiple other creators' chats, said same thing. And we know that Grandis was upset because she couldn't see the boys on video calls or be in the house when Candace was talking to the boys. But I don't know if Dawn could at the time either, but Grandis couldn't either. And she was also there on the hill when her granddaughter went missing. What was it, 10 years, 10 and a half years after her daughter's missing? But she was very vocal in her missing daughter, Rosemarie Bly's case in Wisconsin. But she's been very non-vocal in Summer's case in Tennessee. She was in both states during both disappearances of both her daughter and her granddaughter. Yeah, it is sad. Okay. I want to find something. Let me pull something up. Whoops. I want to share something. So I was reading an article about parenting, and I can't find it again. There's a lot of articles on it, but in the one article I was reading, actually there's a few articles you read on it. It tells you when people post their young kids, because this is one of the reasons they're going to be cracking down on like family vloggers and stuff on social media. You're posting your young kids and stuff on social media, which is a new way in this day and age to advertise your children for the trafficking. It helps with trafficking for sure. But it's like 9 times out of 10 you're gonna find your child that you just posted either on your Facebook or on your TikTok or on your YouTube channel, and there's gonna be pictures of these kids on pedophile sites, because it obviously is just a hunting ground where predators get to hide, and everyone's just posting all their shit. So now they're going to be cracking down on, family vloggers and overexposure on children because of this. But, Summer dancing around a for sale barrel on TikTok before her disappearance is very shady. So that... Yeah, they say you're basically okay, let's pull this up. Because a lot of us do think she was advertising at least summer, if not the boys too, but at least summer, right? I mean, it's a whole article here. If you just Google Sharenting and read the articles, you're gonna read, and they say it's basically like putting a billboard out for your child to predators, and they aren't wrong. Sadly, there are some parents online who are exploiting specifically their young girls in various ways. Usually involves more subjective issues, can be entangled in the legitimate upsides of sharenting. Yeah, like we're taking pictures of little girls in diapers. Like, I'm sorry, like it's ridiculous. What did this mom do? Anytime I talk about him, people are highly engaged because I really think they care and they're interested in his well-being. Not to mention, it was a great way for me to connect with other people with his condition. What? She also makes sure to give her other child, a 6-year-old, the need to decide whether they want to appear on social media. Oh, okay. Sure. They all say that, but yeah, I mean, little kids can't even, when you're 5 and your parents are disposing you, you don't even get a say so about that. Or oversharing like their life stuff and personal stuff too. But yeah, if you start reading about this sharenting stuff, you will see the scary, scary stuff involved. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that, right? But yeah, it's they said that a lot of the like bigger family vloggers that we all know that have these young children, and they keep having children because that's their content. They've been finding these kids on some dark sites and shit. Same, yeah. I want to cover some of that because I think you guys know of the one family that I do not like who adopts kids for content and has even recently said that, well, if I can't film these children, these 2 foster children, they need to get a new foster home. Yeah. Yeah, she's recording and became TikTok famous because she adopts children and fosters children, and she's allowed to video record them and put them online and berate them and parade them around. It's ridiculous. You would never put your daughter on social media with her diaper or underwear or swimsuit. Or there's one channel we had to shut down really quick. Remember the Athena girl? His dad was videotaping her in baths and uploading it on YouTube. Yeah. Your mom's watching. Watch it. Yep. Hi, Angie. Good to see you. Yeah, people gotta be careful with that. For sure. In the middle of nowhere. That's the other thing, too. In the middle of nowhere, up on a hill. Now, let me find.
Her mother come in. So when her mother come in, she says, "Where's Summer?" She went down in the basement. She didn't answer, so she went down there and she was gone. So she went out the basement door, which was unlocked, and we haven't seen her since.
This morning, Donald Wells spoke on camera for...
It was unlocked. I don't know. How does he know that for sure? If he was at work, how does he know for sure? Is he just listening to what Candace told him or what? I don't know. How does he know for sure that the door was unlocked or locked? I don't know. If he wasn't there, in my opinion, he was there. I believe that.
For the first time since his daughter disappeared.
Please, let Summer be okay.
This is the June 18th. So Summer was reported missing June 15th, 2021 at about 6:29 p.m. This recording is June 18th. I'm not sure what time of day, but June 18th. So within 3 days, 72 hours, his daughter is missing. Okay? So keep that in mind.
He spoke on camera for the first time since his daughter disappeared.
Please, let Summer be okay. And please come home.
He says it's unlikely Summer would leave the house on her own. Wells says the last time anyone in the family saw Summer was when she entered the house to play in the basement after gardening with her mother and grandmother. Wells also spoke about his gut feeling about Summer's whereabouts.
Some bad person grabbed her, but we have no idea.
Wells says law enforcement have covered leads on area sex offenders and drug addicts.
We're trying to think, beat our brains out. We've covered everything that we can think of already.
Investigators say they have followed up on 85 tips so far. Wells says he is overwhelmed by the massive numbers of personnel on site.
We just really appreciate everybody trying to help that they have, law enforcement and all.
Look at him holding on to that poor boy's shirt. Look at that. Just gripping onto his shirt.
All these volunteers that are here, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life.
That was John Janko reporting those sentiments shared by Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, who said he has never seen a show of public support like this in his 4 decades of law enforcement.
Yeah, today the TBI and Sheriff Lawson said Summer's family does continue to cooperate in this ongoing search for the little girl. They say that at all points the family has continued to be assisting in this process.
So when her mother come in, they have attorneys.
And is the family still cooperating? I know you said obviously no Dawn's there, but like the mother and all those other people, are they still cooperating?
No, they're not cooperating right now. They have attorneys.
Tampa. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Thank you for sharing. Hold up. Wait a minute. I'll get the big guns if you got a minute. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute, Tampa. Now, this is an OG. Y'all make sure you sub him up. Him and the family build like go-karts and dirt bikes and all that kinds of stuff. We got Tampa Boys Custom in the house.
Oh shit.
Right?
Tampa Boys, what's up, buddy?
I'm going to go to the restroom. I'll let Mr. talk for a minute. We're just kind of chatting about everything Wells related, but I saw Tampa come in there.
I don't think I need that. No one's up here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So how y'all doing?
Told them about our embarrassing moment earlier.
Oh yeah. Poor little kid. Oh, I took a nasty fall like 2 days ago, or was it yesterday?
Yeah, just yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah. I slipped on our steps, slipped on the top one, and landed on the sidewalk. I'm a little bit tender. Hurt my pride more than anything, though.
I'll drop the link, Tampa. Up to you, though. Or if anyone wants to come on.
Oh, lots of people saying hi. Xena, Squid, Pork Chop, Canadian Cookie, BB Diamond, Thor, hey brother. High Priestess Tarot, hey Sonia. Oh yeah, I'm okay. The beard of reason. That's the third time I fell this winter. I usually don't, but I'm getting more clumsy or something. I have the silkiest hair for a dude. It is soft. Just went gray early. I was going gray in my 20s. Oh yeah, pork chop. I was doing the ice pack and heating pad, and yeah, I'm okay. I can walk and everything, but for some reason when I'm going upstairs, that's when it hurts the most. Cher's wearing me out, yeah. I ain't complaining about that. Heard about the creepy neighbors? Well, yeah, I went for a walk just to try and loosen my back up. I come home and Cher's like, I think someone in that car just took a picture of our house. So I go stomping over there, and it's two little girls. Like they couldn't be more than 18. She looked terrified.
I saw you.
So I'm trying to be like as like non-threatening as possible. So I go like this for her window, and she's just staring at me like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die." So I asked her. I said, "My wife thinks you took a picture of our house?" And she goes, "No, I took a picture of us like this." And she holds her phone up. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, that makes more sense." And then they kind of breathed a sigh of relief. And I just walked back over, very proud of myself. Made two little girls shit themselves.
And I'm just standing there, just evil-eyeing them. And then we see the neighbor boy run out and get in the car. And they drive off real quick. And then all of a sudden, like a minute later, we see them pull back up. And the kids' mom's running out something that they obviously forgot.
Yeah, they left in a hurry. Ugh. Felt bad. I didn't do anything like mean. It's just, well, I have like a presence, you could say.
But she didn't know she wanted to roll her window down. Like
she
watched
was like
it all
panicked.
happen.
Like she was,
yeah. She looked
what?
at her friend like, should I roll my window down? Like it was.
She
just
couldn't find the
chaos.
button. Like she was literally scared. Like I feel bad.
Well, yeah, and I know when the mom came out to give them whatever they forgot, they probably said like.
I was kind of
These people are
expecting.
nuts.
I was expecting her dad to come and knock on the door. And I'd have to explain to him that I'm sorry I scared his daughter. It was a complete misunderstanding.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Sure, I'm already on TikTok. I don't think they were recording. Maybe they did. I don't know. I was nice, though. I wasn't like, what the fuck you taking pictures of my house for?
That's how I
I had
wanted
half
it
a
to go.
mind to do that,
Yeah,
but
but yeah, they were just taking a selfie. Whoopsie.
yeah, I'm very glad I erred on the side of caution this time. But now we're all freaked out because of their.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's, oh my gosh, I'm eating my hair. I'm gonna die. Excuse me. Oh man, that is so much funny.
And had to have 3 discs fused. Eesh. Yeah, my dad did that. Any longer than a week go in, yeah. It's just a little tender. Like I think at absolute worst, I may have like cracked or badly bruised my tailbone, but other than that, I'm okay.
Canadian cookie heard me.
That's how I wanted it to go. Yeah. Oh yeah, she likes when Mark gets angry.
But I didn't know, to be fair, that the passenger was also a little girl.
Oh yeah, it was 2 little girls.
Okay, but that is weird. I mean, I'm not all the way crazy, right? Because she was taking a picture and the camera was pointed at our house.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the mode, and 2 people know why. I wasn't in the mode of, oh, they're taking a selfie. Just thought there was a cycle outside taking pictures of our house.
Years ago, an old man told me that he'd lost his wife. I asked if I could help him look for her. He then told me he meant that she was dead. I was in a shame story. Oof. Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Hey, yo.
I did hurt my pride, Sandra,
Did
because
it?
I yelled out like a bitch
When?
when I fell. I'm like, ah! In all fairness, it did hurt, but still.
I heard that.
Oh man, I was supposed to just go. Lock it up.
I think when you fell.
Yeah, she's killing herself about it because she was ahead of me. She heard the commotion, turned out, and saw me lying against the stairs.
No, it's not. It's not funny. But I think your hair didn't get the memo. You fell down, and your hair went up, and you went down. So I looked back and I saw like Christopher Lloyd electrocuted and shit.
Great Scott!
It was like, like
Yo, I hit the ground so hard, everything literally fell out of my pockets. My wallet, my phone, my smokes, and my lighter all fell out of my pockets. I hit the ground so hard. I was like, when you're in a video game and you smash the thing and the coins go bling, that's when all my shit did. I was like, an explosion of personal items. I hope there's security cameras because I would love to get a video of that.
If there is, and they have video of you yesterday
Were,
falling on your
oh,
head.
they'd be watching that. If I had a security cam video of my neighbor falling over like that, I would watch that until I threw up.
And then the next day, scaring little girls.
Yeah, it's been kind of a rough couple of days for me. Now I'm the stuff of nightmares for 2 little teenagers. And I broke my back. I need a bacchiotomy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got the marrow coins knocked out of me. Oh. That's the worst fall I've ever had. I've never hurt myself that bad before. And I was just thinking, I'm so tired of these steps. I'm going to clean them off. And then, okay, we got to go do this thing. And I was literally thinking, okay, when we get back, I'm going to make sure I clean those steps off. And then I head out the door and whoop, yeah, down I go. If he wants to go out, let him out. He is literally stinking up the entire house. I don't know what Charlie ate, if he got it a mouse or something, but it is not agreeing with his digestive system. Oh, our room smells like struck matches.
He keeps crap dust.
Yeah, he literally jumps up, goes into the window right next to our head, and lets it on out. And it's a hot stink, y'all. Like, it's bad.
Oh,
Spent 6 weeks on a traction board. Yeesh. Sorry, Dad broke his ribs. Yeah, I got lucky. I kind of bounced and slid. Yeah, could have been worse for sure. Plus, it's only like 2 feet.
Yeah, but on your butt and it's cement out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I got a little bit of petting on my bum bum.
I did. I rub his back all the time.
Yeah, she does. She said she's going to give me another one tonight. Very much looking forward to that.
Oh,
you're waiting for back surgery? Oh, I hear so many people who've had back surgery say they wish they didn't because it just made everything worse.
Yeah.
I know my sister has and my dad has, and they're both better for it. But
Kelly's stepdad, Jim, had back surgery, and he said the same thing, that he wished he never had it. Yeah, it was good. Hi, Priestess. Are you going to do Coffee Live tomorrow?
Yeah, I will.
Aha.
Gotta do coffee tomorrow and start working on that beard video.
Oh, yeah. You want to show it off?
It was all here.
I got it. I moved it. I think the cat strapped one of the things.
So yeah, this company, they sent me a little care package. There was 3 things. Now there's only 2.
The cat got it.
They sent me an oil and a balm and a butter. I've read and I can't really tell the difference between the balm and the butter. Basically, they just help make your beard look fabulous. But y'all, this stuff, it smells amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
one?
peppermint.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't smell chemically or it smells like a peppermint. I cannot, I'm going to wear this all the time because it smells so good. But yeah, I'm going to make a video about that. They sent me the affiliate links. So if you click that video and you buy something for yourself, for your brother or your husband or your neighbor, whatever, I get a tiny commission out of it. Well, people are commenting a lot about my hair.
What are they saying? Do you like
it? They're loving it.
He can actually get it in a pony now, and I fucking think it's so hot.
Oh, yeah. I can get all of it in the...
Sorry, that probably doesn't feel good. But yeah, it goes in a pony.
So I should shave the sides and go total Viking.
Yeah, you should. You should try that. Because you take your vitamins every day and your hair grows fast. So if you don't like it, it will grow back quick.
Mm-hmm.
See, I told you.
You got some for hubby and smelled like Bengay? Yeah, some of the stuff, I've tried other oils and they stink. And it either has to have no smell or a pleasant smell because it's right here. It's going up your nose. Some of that stuff, it's it just puts you in a bad mood. So you can't get away from it. It's like walking around with someone farting in your face all day long.
What? Now it's getting weird.
I just regular shampoo. That's it. Occasionally I'll use conditioner, but not very often.
Viking Rose.
It's a good camera and a good light. That's
Yeah, sometimes my hair, he likes the Dove lavender shampoo and conditioner.
Well, I like the smell of lavender.
Mark is very pretty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is getting weird.
It's true. He says he looks homeless, but I don't know. I like grungy anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah, I look grungy.
I mean,
My work
Rob
jacket
Zombie.
has, yeah, it's got holes in it and shit falls out of my pockets all the time. My pants, usually, most of them have at least one knee hole. So yeah, I don't look like I'm heading into the office, that's for sure.
You do look like you like to scare children for fun on the weekends.
Yeah.
Because your wife in a Rick and Morty shirt that's her daughter's standing out on the porch like she's gonna do something while you tap on their window. They're in their they're watching TV. One's over there, one's up there.
Still waiting on their citizenship stuff so they can finally get out and do something. They're going nuts.
Yeah, they can't wait to get a job.
Shares secret potion, aka good food. Well, she doesn't make good food.
Good night, pork chop. We'll see you again. All right. We're going to get off of here. He's going to set up a live for tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Probably like around 11.
Oh.
Chubbs wants to say hi. They're so cute.
He is such a cuddle bug.
Yeah, that's his bestie.
Hey.
What the crazy boy's doing?
He scratches his back and he goes nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at his face. Oh.
It's like, oh yeah. I think he knows he's on camera. He's so cute.
Yeah, there he goes.
Aww. He's purring so loud.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys, you enjoy the rest of your night. Watch for his live. Linked in my description. True Crime Productions with Prayer Boy 77 in the description. And we will see you guys tomorrow. And I'll be live tomorrow night. I want to replay through well, I was looking for it today. We have to find the call with Dawn. All the money and shit involved that we recorded.
Mm.
We got to dig out some stuff from the beginning. People want us to go back to the beginning, so
Might as well.
But I really do want to compare. You guys do some listening of Lori Daybell in her calls because I want to compare some of their talkings and then what FBI agent actually said in the Daybell case and what he points out that makes Lori suspicious, which you heard me listening to today, and he was pointing out how they kept distancing themselves from like saying the kids' names, distancing themselves, which I feel the Wells do that with Summer. She was a beautiful young girl and like.
Yeah, it's very rare I've heard either of them refer to Summer as their daughter. They do sometimes, but it's not very often.
Right. There's like distancing happening. That's my 5-year-old daughter to it. She was just a, she was just a, he says that, a beautiful
girl.
Beautiful young lady or whatever. Like, it's distancing. That was your 5-year-old daughter, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And he points out several things, which all relate to the Wells's case, too. You can pinpoint it on both Dawn and Candace. But yeah, we'll talk more in the morning. We'll do a coffee live and talk more about it.
Yep.
So we will see you guys tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
We love y'all.
Love you.
Thank you. I can't. Zena gifted a member, and Canadian Cookie got it.
Oh.
So welcome to the Crazy Train, Canadian Cookie. Choo choo. Zena, I love you. I think it was Zena. Yeah, it was Zena. And Killer Looks, yes, Killer Looks right now. There's a pinned comment. Go there because, yeah, it's starting like right now, a minute ago. So go over there, hit that link in the pinned comments, and go catch that premiere. Love you guys. Bye.